Hi, this is Rhett, sales manager here at Miller's RV, and today we're going to cover another segment of our frequently asked questions on how do I winterize my RV. Before we get started today, I want to mention again, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notifications bell, and please, if you've got questions, put them down at the bottom and we'll try and get to them as soon as possible. Now, when we start talking about winterization, there's really two methods that you would use to winterize your RV. Now, being in southern climates, warmer temperatures, choice A is the one that I'm going to cover today, and then we're going to do another segment where we cover the people that live up in Minnesota, Wisconsin, all those areas that get snow and don't have the temperatures that we're dealing with today, because we are here in December, believe it or not. But if you've got a travel trailer or motorhome and you live in warmer climates, and when I mention that, I say temperatures that don't get below 25, 26 degrees for more than a couple of hours, it's a very easy, basic way to winterize. You will have a low point winterization drain for your hot and cold lines somewhere underneath the trailer, generally underneath the kitchen or in the back of the unit. And it will be a small half-inch line with a plastic petcock or metal petcock valve at the bottom of it, and you will simply open those up, go inside the unit, and open up all your faucets and your shower valve. And what that'll do is drain all your interior water lines and, of course, get all the water out of your faucets for you. Now, the step two, you'll want to take the drain plug out of the bottom of your water heater, which will be located on the flip-down door on the outside of the RV, and it will either be a big plastic plug at the bottom left or right hand corner, or a metal plug dead center if you've got a Suburban water heater. Now, once you do that, open up the bleed off valve up top to let air into the system, and that will drain your water heater. Now, the reason that that's important is the water heater tank itself is made of aluminum, and if water freezes in it, it's over with. Okay, now a couple of things you want to do if you have a water filter underneath your kitchen sink, or even when it's in an outside compartment, you will want to take that water filter down and drain the water out of it manually. The water filters do not drain through the low point winterization, so you'll want to do that manually. And lastly, I would go inside, and if it's a hand flush or a foot flush toilet, I would go ahead and push that pedal or pull the valve on the top for the hand flush and get the water excess out of the ball valve itself. They are made of plastic and they have a tendency to freeze very easily. Now, there again, these steps you can find anywhere online. If you've got any questions, please call us, or again, put that question at the bottom of our YouTube page and we'll get to it for you. Now, we'll cover the option B for the colder climates in our next segment. And remember, enjoy the journey.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. We hope it was both informative and entertaining. Please subscribe, click the link, notification button, comment below, click one of these other links and watch one of the other videos. We appreciate you. Enjoy the journey.